It's Friday and it's the 13th day in the month of October 2023. And I'm so excited to have you join me here on the newspaper review on TAV TV. My name is William Zabule, and together with me on the program is Victor Sioko. You're welcome. TGIF to you.
Thank you.
Hope you have plans for the weekend though.
I'll be on a road trip.
Oh, interesting, interesting. All right, I believe that it's going to be a very enjoyable weekend if you choose to make it enjoyable, because of course Premier League matches are there, and of course a lot's happening around the world, so it won't be a bad idea for you to follow up on some of the happenings around you, because that's what we do here. We bring you the headlines across newspapers around Nigeria, and of course it's not just Nigeria headlines. So of course we have foreign headlines there, and we talk about everything and anything that is happening around us, current affairs as it is. All right, you can also connect with us on our social media handles: Facebook, Instagram, and of course X, formerly known as Twitter. We are on all of those platforms, so do also connect with us so that you can always stay in touch with us. All right, let's get into the business of the day, today being 13th day in the month of October, and we'll go to our first newspaper, and that will be the This Day newspaper. And on this day, we have as headline from the top here, it says, Tinubu to Supreme Court, dismiss Atiku's appeal, its abuse of court process. All right, also we see right under that, AFCON 2023, Nigeria pit against host Cote d'Ivoire, the Guineans. All right, page 39 is where details of that story. I don't know whether, Nigerians are scared of, meeting Cote d'Ivoire as part of their first matches. I mean,
yes, because Cote d'Ivoire, they are the hosting country, and
they are a strong side.
Yeah, their biggest stadium, that's the Ouattara Stadium. So that means a whole lot of you have to be strong for you to beat Ivory Coast. Come that.
Do you see them winning though?
Who?
Do you see the Super Eagles winning that match?
Yes, we have. We can go head on against Cote d'Ivoire right now, or Ivory Coast, since the days of what's his name? Didier Drogba has elapsed. Come on,
they still have
fireworks.
They still have very powerful players right there in their forward.
But they cannot match us head on, man. They cannot match the Super Eagles head on, I bet you.
Okay, I see. Ahead of the AFCON, I predict a draw though. When that day comes, it's going to be a draw.
Personally, I can't wait to be at the AFCON.
I really can't wait to.
It's not.
Just January.
I just can't wait to be there at the AFCON.
I mean, we really need such competition right now to ease off all the pressures. I mean, so much is happening around the world this time, and somehow football and these competitions are some kind of escape for most of us. So yeah, I can't wait. All right, let's go on with the headlines. More headlines coming out from This Day newspaper. We see here, history as Olukayode first Christian, first Southerner is appointed EFCC chair. We also see ex-agency's boss Bawa resigns. To the main headline on this day, it reads, CBN lifts FX restrictions on importation of rice, cement, palm oil, 40 other items. Cardoso, Apex Bank does not have magic wand to address Nigeria's challenges, says refocused central bank will serve country better through improved monetary policies. Shift focus from direct development financing to advisory roles that supports economic growth. Naira depreciates further, now 1,050 naira to $1 on parallel market, 759.20 naira to $1 on the I&E window. All right, very, very, disturbing situation there as regards the dollar. And I'll take this very last headline. It says, Ganduje, South East cry for marginalization controversial. Page 36 is where you will get details of that story. Okay, let's get into our conversation now, and we're going to talk about the CBN story as regards the lifts of restrictions of FX on importation of rice, cement, and 40 other items. Is this a good news for Nigerians?
For me, it's a permutation thing. Okay, where I come from, they call it tumbom tumbom. It's a permutation thing. Why do I say that? Because of the issues that we face. We know that Nigeria as a country and the CBN does not have enough FX to go around.
Yeah.
Then why lift FX restrictions on these items that we already have imposed substitutes for? But then you also weigh in the fact that although the government has not really come out to give us full details on why they are lifting
Restrictions.
this restriction, but they say that it was going to help the FX. Okay, but then he then asks, is it not the same rice, the same roofing sheets? I'm talking by the ones that I know that the country has been hammering so hard on. The same steel rods, wire rods,
Cement, palm oil,
and toothpick.
Yeah.
Okay, then why leave this ban? We ask. Yes, it's been on operation since 2015, June 2015, and he then asked the question in a situation whereby even the unbanned produce, Nigerians manufacturers and importers cannot get FX to do their business.
Yeah.
Then what then happens with this? But personally, by my own understanding, I strongly think that this policy was lifted for the fact that inflation has been on the rise. So what are they trying to create now? To create demand. Okay, meaning that there will be heavy competition, meaning that inflation will not just be going high. And this inflation we have been talking about, it's been there for years now, since the tail end of the Buhari regime. We found out that if they don't fix that side of the economy too, yes, we are talking about the FX issues that we are facing, but what then will happen about inflation? Inflation rate is too high.
Yeah.
It's too high, and the poor man on the street does not want to care about how much you are changing the US dollar.
Yeah.
What the poor man on the street wants to know is that, see, can I buy bread for so amount? Okay, and we can say, okay, look at a commodity like bread. You can see it's skyrocketing by the day. The other day I went to buy bread. The bread I have been buying for 1,200. It just took me 1,400. And you know, nowadays in Nigeria, when they tell you a price or something, you don't argue.
Yeah, no. You just go ahead and buy.
You buy or you
go.
You
just walk away. Yeah, it happens all the time. And that happened to me a few times where I want to buy stuff and then they tell me the new price. Just like yesterday, I was coming back from church and I boarded a cab, normal taxi on the street. And I was with a fellow church member, and we're in there, and she was arguing with the conductor that, no, how can you tell me Rumokoro is 300? It is 200. It is 2. And I'm like, are you arguing really? They're like, no, it's 200. I said, no, just pay this guy what he's asking for. Don't be arguing this thing, because you don't know the cost of where he bought this morning before he's telling you it's 300.
But
and this happens.
Sorry, the lady that was arguing about it is not 300, it's 200. Maybe all the money she has there was just 200.
At the end of the day, that's what happened.
Okay.
And I had to top it for her. In my head, I was like, why did you just say it? Because I cannot be arguing what I know, that these things, because every day these prices change. So when you walk into any store and the price has changed, you just up it. Because that is the way forward. If you like, stay there and cry, argue, nothing will ever change. And it is as a result of the fact that these people are not buying these things any cheaper. So I understand the point when you say, does it really change anything in the market for the common man? Does it change the price of commodities? Whether I know that this new CBN governor, Cardoso, is doing all he can to make an impact as quickly as possible, especially in the FX market, which has been a very serious concern within the last few years because of its constant rise. I mean, it has been on a constant rise. There's been no time where it came down significantly, like the way we saw in Emefiele's reign. Emefiele at some point significantly brought, the dollar rate down when it was, I think, about a little bit above 500, and he fought it back to, I think, was it 4 something or so, and it stayed there for some time. But now it has been on a constant rise, and it's troubling. And we hope that he finds a way around it, because it will surely, that will to actually make a significant statement in our economy at this time, because we sure need it. And just like fuel, the FX rate is affecting every sphere of our, economy and the common man. It is sure, because we are a nation that depends mostly on importation. So sure, it's affecting everything. So we hope, he finds a way around this situation and do something, and really quick too.